Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am actually in a brand new location. It has been a little hectic these last couple weeks, just kind of getting situated, getting my groove in this new spot. But I want to kind of continue with the vlogs and everything from here on out. We are about to get into the busy holiday season, which I'm super excited for. A little stressful, but I think I'm ready. I am just setting up my wax pot. I have a pretty good combination of waxing and facials today. I just want to go ahead and bring you along. I am still using Rebel Wax. I've been using it for a while now. This is their blue gummy formula. I love that I have a window. My last place did not have a window, and there were days where I felt the walls closing in. It was not fun. My first two clients of the day are waxing. I have a Brazilian wax and then an eyebrow wax. I have a little break and I'll get set up for the next part of the day. I was just putting out my products and realized I need to fill up my little sponge jar. I get a bunch of these on Amazon. My next client is getting a hydrofacial, so I am just setting that up now. I always like to kind of run my machine for a moment, just make sure all of the hoses and everything are working properly the way they should be. I just put some distilled water here. All is good. And then I do work with this client's skin on a regular basis, so I am able to prep her boost ahead of time. I'm going to be using the hydroglycolic exfoliant boost. This really gets rid of a lot of texture and that dull, dead skin layer. Leaves you with glowy, glowy skin. Kind of looks like apple juice. So I'm going to be doing a Hydro Glow Express, so it's not the full foo-foo cooling globes massage. I do give her a little massage. I'm going to be finishing off with the Vital C Hydrating Enzyme Mask. This is bomb. It smells amazing. It's so hydrating. It just really does what it's supposed to do. I absolutely love it. And she's also going to be doing some LED. All right, I have 10 minutes. I just had a full face wax. Now we're switching back to facial mode. I have a microdermabrasion coming in. She's getting a Brazilian first, and then we'll be getting into her microdermabrasion as well as an LED add-on. So let's get ready for that. All right, I am done for the day. I wanted to end this video with a few clips that I put on my story this morning. I feel it has a very important message, so I am going to add those now. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and I will see you in the next one. Good morning. So I recently saw a post. It was talking about how an esthetician recruiter had told them that out of every 2,000 students that graduates, usually only 4 of them go on to have a sustainable career. And I kind of just thought for a while, and I'm like, I wonder why that is, you know? And I kind of thought back on it, and the only thing I can really think of is I feel, and I've seen it firsthand, people quitting before getting out of the trenches. What I mean by that is I think that there's kind of a misconception of, you know, you think that you go do your 600 hours, go to school, you graduate, and then once you graduate, you're in a studio, you're, you know, making all this money, you're on your own, or, you know, kind of thing. And that's just not the reality. Maybe for some people, they're able to have a connection where they're able to already have a studio. But what it takes to have a sustainable career is really learning the business side of things, as well as you have to further your education. They really don't teach you everything in school. You have to further your education, taking classes, taking advanced treatment classes, all those kind of things. And you have to build a clientele. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't even happen in a year, sometimes 2 years. Sometimes it takes years and years. But you have to be in those trenches, and usually it's working for a corporation. It's working for, you know, whoever here and there, and they're not paid. And you're only making, for example, the first place that I worked for a couple months after school, it was a corporation, and I learned my skill very well there. I built a clientele, but I think I made, I want to say $12 an hour. And, you know, I was happy to be working at least in the business. And I knew I always had that vision that I was going to get there. But I knew I had to kind of, it's like starting from the bottom up, right? And many coworkers that I had, you know, moved on to work a completely different field, a completely different job that paid more, because they were like, I can't make a living on this, you know. But I always knew that there was a bigger picture. You just have to kind of build that ladder. Now, was there ever a point where I felt the same way, where I felt like, is this worth it? Can I do this? When you're looking at your bank account going, how am I going to pay my bills? And yeah, there was lots of times I wanted to give up, but you know, again, that bigger picture, manifestation, visualize it, know that you can do it, keep working towards it. There was a point I was working 3 jobs. I was helping my mom clean in her cleaning business. I was working at a spa. I was still working for the other corporation that I was working for, where they did, you know, waxing. So yeah, I definitely was in the trenches for a long while. And, even when you become a business owner, you become, you know, a solo esthetician, there's still things that you have to work through. But if it's what you want, you can do it. I have been a mentor to other estheticians. I love to mentor. Please reach out to me if you need any helpful tips. I'll try to help you as best as I can. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.